right, so this is the maiden voyage of my new RC boat, and it's supposed to be a lot faster than the model I have, and has a lot of upgraded features. So we're gonna. Oh my gosh, that thing is so fast. Oh my gosh, the thing is so fast. Man. Okay, well, that's all I need to see for right now. All right, let's go get some baits out. Let's go get some baits out. One of the things that I love about the boat is on days like this, I can get baits out where, you know, I can get baits out as far as I need to on a windy day like this. So we're gonna have 20-mile-an-hour winds at some point today, I feel like. 15 to 20. Perfect. So I'm no stranger to this model boat. This one is much faster than the previous model, but I have to say it handles waves like incredibly. Like even at speed, I am super impressed with the way it's handling these waves. So I got I got 2 more rods to get out. Yeah, it's handling the waves like incredibly well. I don't know, we have 15-mile-an-hour winds right now. I don't know, I'll say that. Just guessing. I'll have to look here in a minute, but the little boat is just handling it like a champ. Absolute champ. Come here, buddy. Okay. One more rod to get out, and then we'll be fishing. Yeah, I am super impressed with I've always been impressed with the boat's handling. Like I said, I have the version, I've had 2 versions before this, so, and it has been fantastic. I've used it in up to like 20-mile-an-hour winds and not had any problems with it. I have to make some adjustments, and you know, you have to be careful with how you drive and hit waves, but 20-mile-an-hour winds, I would have no problem using this in. This one here, same design, just upgraded motors, and the way it is handling these waves out here at speed is definitely impressive. I am beyond stoked about my ability to get baits out to where I want them today. So I got a new bait boat that I wanted to talk about, and I want to preface this video with, if you've watched any of my videos before, hopefully we've built a level of trust. If you're new to my videos, I would like to build that level of trust with you. For me, it's super important, if I'm going to recommend something to you, that it's going to be something that I've spent my money on or would spend my money on. And it's important for me to have that level of trust with you. With that being said, this company that makes this particular boat, Cresea is the name of the company that makes it. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They did send me this boat to test out. I've purchased the previous 2 versions of this. You've seen the red one that I have. This is an upgraded model from that version. Before the red one, I had a black one. That was the first version of their boat that I bought. I'm very hard on things. I'm rough on things. And I've put it through its paces. And I've spent probably close to $1,000 at this point between the two boats, and I've bought a couple of different remotes because I've dropped the remotes in the water. So this is the remote for it. The remote is not waterproof. They do not advertise the remote to be waterproof. I've dropped a couple of these in the water, so I bought a couple of replacements. I bought several batteries because I'm really adamant about having enough battery power. The battery life on this model has been fantastic today. I've been using it all day on one battery. Like I said, they sent me this model to test out. This is their newest version, and immediately I've been in love with this boat today. This is the first day I've had it out, and just immediately am just impressed. Now, I will tell you, for 90% of people, in its like original form is going to be fine. So the one modification that I have done to it, and I apologize because it does look a little rough, but the one modification I've done to it, so it comes with this bait tray. This is like a dump truck. It flips over to dump your bait out. This tray is fine 95% of the time. On the days like this morning when I get out here and there's a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind and I'm driving straight into waves, as that boat goes over the waves, baits can bounce out of that bait tray because because of the height of it. And so the first thing I do is put a Tupperware container in there to just give it some extra height. Like I said, for 95% of people in normal fishing conditions, the boat is fine as is. For that, 5% of the time when I want to drive it directly into a 20 mile an hour wind, this is necessary. With this, there's not any really kind of wind that I wouldn't drive it into. And you've seen in some of my previous videos how I drive it. The other thing is with that is if you drive it responsibly, if you're not wide open hitting waves, your baits will be fine. So, and it does come with line releases if you prefer that method of dropping your bait. So you can put your line in a line release, let it hang off the back, and then it'll, you can just release the line. I prefer the dump tray just for the way I fish, but I do love that it has multiple configurations in multiple ways that you can use it. But really, I just wanted to show kind of the main feature of this over the previous version is the speed. So they've upgraded motors, upgraded props, and it is quite a bit faster than the previous version. Admittedly, I've only used this model of bait boat. I've watched a ton of YouTube reviews. I've seen a lot of people that have used different brands. A lot of the reviews and a lot of the videos you watch on Amazon, particularly, the speed is the issue. I go back and forth on, things like this. And I put a lot of thought into, do I want to recommend products? For this whole YouTube channel to work, we have to have a level of trust that both of us are comfortable with. And so I'm not going to recommend something that I'm not comfortable recommending. Like I said, my thing is, if I haven't spent my hard-earned money on it, I'm probably not going to tell you to spend your money on it. So for me, this is a no-brainer. Is it the fastest bait boat on Amazon? I don't know if I can answer that question, but it's pretty daggum fast. Like I said, you don't need that speed all the time, but when you do need that speed, it's nice to have it. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about it. I don't want to ramble too much because, you got some fishing to watch. So I've caught a lot of fish today. Well, I think I've found where the bait is. Well, the birds have clearly found the bait over there. And so I'm going to run a bait over there real fast all the way to that other side. Because we can. So, get this guy reeled in right here. You ever feel that age where just, you know, the least little thing can, you know, sprain a muscle? I was putting on my shirt this morning and I think I tweaked my elbow, so I got a little catch in my elbow. So maybe fun reeling at a big fish today. All right, so we saw those birds over there, and then I started to see some splashing, and I don't know if it's striper or sand bass or what hitting on top of the water. So there's obviously bait over there, and there's obviously fish feeding. So I'm gonna run a bait all the way across to that other side. I'm gonna say this whole thing's 250, 300 yards across. I'm gonna run my bait. It's hard to tell once you're on that other side over there, how close you are to the bank, but I'm gonna run it about 200 yards out. Because those birds are kind of away from the bank a little bit, so I'm gonna run it. About like that. About like that. So we got that one out there 200 yards, and that's right over there in kind of that area where those birds were feeding, and we saw all the bait jumping. So yeah, we'll see what that one does. Oh, get a bite here. Oh, drag was way too loose on that one. Yeah. Well, we're on a fish. I just texted my wife. Told her I was going to stay here for a few more hours. My plan was to fish for about another 30 minutes or so over here and then go try a different spot. But this may have changed my plans. So, this may have changed my plans. I see him on top of the water out there already. I don't know how shallow it is over here on this end, but I feel like it's pretty shallow. He was right on top of the water. So I'm gonna say 3 or 4 feet once you get way over here on this end. Trying to save battery, and both of my Anyway, trying to save battery because both of my GoPro batteries are getting low, and so I left a couple of batteries at home that I wasn't thinking. He ain't happy, I know that. Oh, my elbow is not feeling this today. Buddy, come back up here. Hey, come here. Oh, are we gonna double up? Are we gonna double up? Buddy, come here. Oh no, I hope they're going in the river, not coming over here. buddy, you ready? Ready to go get your video? All right, well, first fish of the day, not bad, not bad. He was one of those that we baited out 150 yards over here into this shallow area. So, nice fish, nice fish. He's got some more scars there. I don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna get him back in the water and get another bait out. Well, we're just getting that bait put out. We're just getting another bait boated out and I have a fish on, so let cruise control take that one. And we're just released a fish and we're boating another bait out, and they're hooked up here, so not quite a double, but almost. Okay. All right, we'll kill the boat, let it chill out there for a minute, and then we'll get this guy in. All right, man, I've been here, I don't know, about 2.5 hours with no bites, and then had another fish kind of bite while I was reeling that one in, and then started boating this. Just got that fish back in the water and started boating another bait out, and had this rod go down mid trip out. So just gonna keep an eye on our boat. Need to tighten this line up. This fish doesn't feel very big. This fish doesn't feel very big, but we need to get sorted out here so my line doesn't drift over. All right. We're multitasking right now. Catching fish while we're getting baits out. Making sure the boat doesn't run over lines. Fun times, fun times. Ooh, that was a hook set. Look at that right there. That hook. Ooh, oh, sorry, buddy. Well, that piercing's gonna last a little bit. Well, not a bad little fish. Grandma will be disappointed about that one. He's gonna show up at Thanksgiving with a new piercing, but yeah, not a bad little fish. He bit while I was getting bait out from that last fish, so exciting times. Almost a double, not quite, just missed it by about a minute. So we'll get back in and get another bait out. Here we go, buddy. All right, we may have a fish here. I don't know. Yeah, we may have a fish here on that one that I baited out 200 yards over there. Yeah, we do. Okay, this is that rod that I baited out 200 yards over there where all the bait was earlier. I wasn't getting a lot of bites earlier this morning, and then I saw all those birds working over there feeding on bait, and so I ran a bait over there right into that spot where they were at, and then you know, here we are with a fish from that rod. So I know my elbow's not appreciating it. Whatever I did to my elbow this morning is not appreciating that 200-yard fish, but good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm super excited this morning. This is fish number 3 in about a, I don't know, 15-minute period. And so we kind of, I think we've hit the window right now. I think we've hit the bite window. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what I did to my elbow this morning. This is one of those mornings where I woke up and put my t-shirt on wrong, I guess, and tweaked my elbow, and kind of feeling it right now. That's what happens when you're almost 50. If you're watching this video and you're under 50, this is what happens when you get to be this age. You wake up in the morning, sometimes you put your t-shirt on wrong and pull a muscle. Well, I knew a 200-yard fish wasn't going to be fun, but you know, we're still going to put baits over there because, you know, we might catch a big boy, and that's what we're after out here. We got one decent fish right now. This is going to be a 4 or 5 pounder. If that, maybe a 2 pounder. I don't know, I've got a pound of weight on here, so he can be a little guy, but he ate a chunky sized piece of bait, didn't he? There you go. Fish number 3 on the day. Oh, there's a chunky little guy. He's been eating good, so get him back. Fun fish. Fun fish. Thank you for the 200-yard fight there, buddy. Yeah. Thank you for the 200-yard fight. Go tell your granddad we want to talk to him. Yeah. He might be on there. We'll check it. We'll try it and see. He might be. Yeah, we got a fish. Nope, we don't have a fish either. Maybe we do. We got a little baby fish. Or he's running at the bank. There we go. Yeah, we do have a fish. So look on Navionics a while ago, and these 2 rods over here are in about 3 foot of water. So this will be fish number 4. I think I'm gonna reposition these 2 here to get a little spread over in this shallow water, because I've caught 2 fish over here. one fish in about 7 feet of water, and I have no idea on that one that's 200 yards over there, really, because I really don't know specifically where it's at. Another good eater. If I was keeping fish today, I would be tickled to death about this size right here. That would be my preferred size. Yep. Buddy. Oh. We're getting a bite. Are we getting a double? We're right here. Come. We got us a double right there. Looky there. We got us a double. Yeah. Not a big double, but we got us a double. That's technically a double, right? Because I hadn't got that fish back in the water when this one bit. Technically a double, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a south wind kind of spot for me. So on these days like this where we have had south winds for a little bit of time, this is going to be the kind of spot we come back to. Always good when you're trying to get one up for a picture and you hear drag on another reel. Always a good time. He's a little bit smaller than that one. He's a little bit smaller than that last one. Yeah, he's a little bit smaller than his double partner, but yeah, this guy bit while I was unhooking that other one. So, been exciting. We've had a couple of exciting times today, so we'll get him back in the water. We got 2 baits to get out now, so. Oh, that wind is picking up. Wind is picking up. All right. I told you he was going to commit once we started out with that other bait. And looky there. He might be on there. Oh, yeah, he's on there. He's on there. Man, I can't even get baits out. Can't even get baits out today. Oh, I still got one more bait to get out, but we got a fish on fast, and then we'll be right back to where we were, where we got 2 baits to get out. Right back to where we were. We've been trying to get these baits out for 20 minutes. Every time we go to get baits out, we hook another fish. That's another one of those that was out 200 yards for a little fish. If I'm gonna reel in one from 200 yards, I'd really like it to be a big one, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. On a day like this, I'm gonna be happy to be catching little fish all day long. We like these little guys, and they are feisty today. They're putting up a decent fight. These little fish on 10 and 12-foot rods, they don't, you know, he's gonna put up a little fight once he gets here to the bank. They don't stand much of a chance on these 10 or 12-foot rods. I mean, you definitely have the advantage leverage wise on these smaller fish, but they're feisty today. That's a good eater. That's a good size eater. They're feisty today. They're kind of tuned up again these days like this where they're feeding. Okay, a little better fish. A little better fish. Don't turn back on there. All right, back up here. Gosh, they are wearing me out. This last 30 minutes has been a workout. Ow. Well, that's a little more solid fish than those last couple of eaters. He's in a little better. We'll get him back. He's good. That one's a little bit too big. I wouldn't clean one this big. He's pretty much kind of right on that edge for me, but good solid fish. Fun fight. So I got 2 baits to get out. So we'll get him back in the water and see if I can get these last 2 baits out.